Hello, everybody, and welcome to your September TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. As you can see, I have laid out some cards on the table here, and this is to give you an idea on the spread that I'm working with this month to do your TarotScopes. And I do hope that you're going to enjoy, and I do hope it's going to give you good insight, inspiration, and guidance for the month ahead. I can't believe we're September. It really, my mind just doesn't want to comprehend and understand it. So, friends, what the way that I do the taroscopes is we start off with a theme, and I am working with the Shaman's Oracle or the Shaman Dream Oracle to give us our theme for the month ahead. And then I have got 5 cards laid out, and this month I am working with the awesome and the amazing Tarot of the Abyss. Is such a beautiful deck, and I do hope that you enjoy the artwork. So, what I've looked at is obviously there's certain areas in life that we're all curious about. There's certain areas in life that we all want a little bit of guidance and inspiration on. So, that's what I've got laid out here. So, we're going to look at romance or love, emotions. We're going to look at finances and money. We're going to look at health and well-being, and what you need to embrace and what you need to let go of for the month. So I do think, and we're going to do this for each sign of the zodiac, and I do think it's going to be really awesome, interesting reading for every single one of you. So the way that I do this is I set the intention that it works for all signs of the zodiac. So when I record Aries, I'm recording Aries for sun sign, for moon sign, and for your rising sign. So if you know what those are, you can watch all 3 of those if they happen to be 3 different ones to get the insight around your personality, your feelings and emotions, and the things that you need to be aware of for the month ahead. So all the videos for all the signs of the zodiac will be released at the same time, so you can go and immediately access exactly what you want. I will have just short links in the comments below to help you get straight to. So if you're currently watching Aries and you want to get through to Scorpio or whatever it can be, you can use the short links in the code but in the description below to help you navigate and get to your readings for the month of September. And on my YouTube channel, I will actually have a playlist per month. So I'll have a September playlist, which will make it easier for you to come back and to find exactly what you're looking for. So I'm going to get straight into it. This is just the intro so that you have an understanding of the layout that I'm using. We're going to get into doing 12 separate readings, giving you the same spread, the same layout, the same understanding. And I do hope that you enjoy the readings, and I do hope that it gives you guidance and inspiration that you need to help you navigate the month of September. We do have some crazy energies around at the moment. And if you do enjoy this particular video, if this resonates with you, if this makes sense to you, please can I have a thumbs up, and don't forget a little comment below. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and do click the bell to receive notifications whenever I post videos, because videos are posted 7 days a week. You get a daily reading to give you guidance for the day. Once a week on a Friday, we do pick a card, and once a month, you do have access to the taroscopes. And then also you might want to consider joining my channel membership. There is a join button below. And if you click the channel memberships and join, there's a whole lot of interesting content that you have access to that nobody else has access to. So you may want to consider including weekly live readings with me. So if you would like to have a reading with me once a week, every week, click join now. All right, friends, let's get straight into the reading, and I do hope that you enjoy. All right, Libra, let's get straight into your reading and see what September 2021 has in store for you. We're going to start with this card over here, and this card has the theme for the year, well, the year ahead. Listen to me. Oh my gosh, the month ahead, Libra. All right, let's have a look and see what is the theme for September 2021 for all Libra energy out there. We have got card 35. Oh, I love the colors. Isn't it gorgeous? And card 35 is Lost Compass, and it says getting back into integrity. I really love that. Integrity is such a powerful word, and I think it's a word that we all need to embrace more of, especially now as we are, going through life the way that we are at the moment. So we have this compass, And there's all sorts of things on the compass, but it talks about being a lost compass. So maybe we've lost our way. Maybe we're not quite sure where we're going. And with all the changes happening in our universe, with all the changes happening in our world, I can so relate. I can so understand how maybe we're all feeling a little bit lost. And Libra, you might find that you're feeling, I want to say, especially more lost than usual or more lost than anybody else. But the lost compass is going to help us to get back to our integrity. So in other words, we've been in a situation or a time frame where people have told us what's happiness, what's success, what's, all of these things. And we've always been trying to live up to other people's expectations, if I could put it that way. And maybe with Libras in particular, with all of my Librians, maybe this is spirit saying to us that we need to stop worrying about other people. We need to stop worrying about what other people say, what other people feel, and other people's opinions. And we need to get back to integrity, back to our own integrity. One of the things that really stands out for me, with this particular card, is the fact that we mustn't always listen to what when people tell you to do this, do that, go here, or don't do that, or don't do that. We need to stop listening to other people's opinions and to other people's mindsets, and we need to start recognizing that it's important that we listen to ourselves, our own inner compass. I actually want to say our own inner compass, because we've lost that, and we've lost our compass, and we put so much thought, intention, and truth in other people's words and other people's expectations instead of listening to our own. So we need to understand that it's not about finding new people to tell us what or how, but it's about trusting and believing in the self. So I think this is quite an interesting one for you, Libra, because, Librians generally are quite self-assured. I'm going to use that word. You're not really the kind of people who rely too much on other people's opinions, but maybe we've fallen into that. And this is Spirit saying for September. And, we also need to just a reminder here that September is seasons change. So us here in the Southern Hemisphere, we're going from winter into spring in the month of September, which means that we're coming out of the dark and going into the light, and lost compass, trusting our own inner compass, trusting our own inner intuition, and getting ourselves back to truth, back to integrity, and not somebody else's truth, not somebody else's say so. It's about our own integrity. I actually truly love that. All right, so Libra, we're now going to go on to the rest of the cards, and we're going to do these 3 cards across the top first. They are going to give us a different aspect or a different area, information on a different aspect or area of your lives. So we're going to start off with this one here, which is the card about our emotions. So emotionally, on an emotional level, what can you expect and look forward to? What's going to happen? What is emotionally taking place in the month of September for you? And what we have is the 9 of Pentacles. I love that. 9 of Pentacles is the card of abundance, okay? 9 of Pentacles says all our needs are met, all our desires are met. We have everything our heart desires, and yet we can still have time to enjoy, appreciate, and heal, and to take care of a fragile little bird. So here we have a woman who stands in her garden. She is protected by her fence behind her. She has got beautiful woodlands. She has everything she needs. She wants for nothing, and yet she's enjoying everything that life has to offer her. So I do think, Libra, that this is telling you in the month of September, on an emotional level, everything is going to be catered for. All your needs are going to be taken care of, but you have to nurture yourself. You have to be gentle to yourself, with yourself. You have to make sure that you're not just focusing on accumulating more, but you're focusing on what really truly matters. I'm going to throw another word at you, the same word I've used quite a lot: integrity, because that's what she does. As much as she has abundance, as much as she has excess in her life, she hasn't allowed it to take away the truth of what's really important, and it's that little bird. That little bird is the only thing that's important in her life. And for you, Libra, in the month of September, it's about recognizing emotionally you have everything you need, and now it's time to choose integrity. What is going to get your attention? Is this lush garden going to get your attention? Is the forest going to get your attention? Or are you going to put your intention where it matters, your integrity where it matters, and focus on something that you actually can do something about? So emotionally, Everything's going to be great. There is abundance. All your needs are taken care of. It's just about finding your truth and finding what actually matters to you. I like it. All right. Now we're going to move on to this card. And Libra, this is the card of our money, of our finances, because, you know, as much as we would love to live in a world with none of it, unfortunately, that's not our reality. So financially, what does Spirit need you to know for the month of September? What is important? What is significant? And we have the glorious Wheel of Fortune. All right. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card, and it is card number 10. And the Wheel of Fortune says that financially, the wheel is just turning. All right. Things are happening as they need to in their own time. The Wheel of Fortune is also what I like to call the karma card. Okay. So it tells you that as much as you're engaged, as much as you're involved, and as much as you're a participant, you actually don't necessarily have to do anything to change the outcome. So it's about recognizing that your needs are met, you have everything that you desire. There may not be abundance, there may not be lavish, there may not be extra, but there is enough. And you need to trust and you need to recognize that everything is as it should be. So financially, this is not telling you that you will have excess. This is not telling you that there is enough to splurge, but it's telling you that your needs are met and taken care of. But you do need to trust Spirit. You do need to trust in the universe. And remembering, we're getting back to integrity. So you've got to ask yourself, if you find yourself during the month of September thinking you don't have enough, you've got to ask yourself, is that which you don't have relevant? Is it integrity? Is it appropriate? Okay, because this is telling you that you will have everything that you need from a soul life perspective financially. I also would say to you, if you're thinking of making any big purchases during the month of September, I do think this card is telling you, no, probably don't do it. Not a good time to do it. Because the Wheel of Fortune is telling you that, you know, the seeds you sow today, you will reap in a later stage. If you do good now, you will get good later. If you do bad now, you will get bad later. I do think this is telling you to just go with the flow for the month. Don't push, drive, or create too much different from what you need on a day-to-day basis. Remember, we're getting back to basics. We're getting back to our integrity. So not a good time to start any new debt, to enter into any new debt or any new contracts. And I also think the Wheel of Fortune is basically saying to you, there is an element of trust that comes into play. But as long as you're in control of that trust, as long as you fully understand the contracts and fully understand the agreements, you'll be okay. Don't trust that everything is legit and above board. It's all about the integrity. It's all about the integrity. Good. Now we're going to move on to the third card. And Libra, this card is the card of your health and well-being. So on a physical body, with regards to your physical health and well-being, what do you need to know during the month of September? And we have got the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups, here we have, you can see she's a little bit stressed, all right? let's just address the elephant in the room. She's stressed. She's not in a happy place. She has walked on a ledge. She has gone to a high point. She has got a lot of, I'm going to call it wine, all right? And she has splurged and she has experienced these three. She's now feeling a little bit sorry for herself. She's now feeling a little bit like, OMG, what have I done? She is not in a good space physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. I'm going to say to you that she has lost her integrity, hence the lost compass, okay? Emotionally, everything is fabulous. Financially, everything is okay. But on a physical level, everything is just a little bit too much, okay? It's all been a little bit too much. So, Libra, this is Spirit saying to you, don't put extra pressure on yourself unnecessarily, okay? Take it easy. You're going through a lot. You're processing a lot. You're handling a lot at the moment. And maybe it's just all a little bit too much. Okay, so Five of Cups is the card of sadness, disappointment, despair. All right, and you can see she's got despair. She is in a state of despair. But let that state of despair, with regards to your physical health and wellness, help you to find yourself and get yourself back. Don't stress about the activities that have taken place or the circumstances that you find yourself in. Don't let that consume you, because that's what she's doing. She's allowing herself to be completely consumed by her current reality. This is Spirit saying to you, when you get that, when you recognize that this is where you are, when you recognize that this is what you're going through, stop, pause, breathe, get back to your center, find your lost compass, and allow it to help you to get back to your integrity. Because this is confirmation on a physical level that you've lost that. You've lost your way with your physical body, and you need to get back to where you need to be. Alrighty. Okay, so Libra, we've got 2 cards left, and these 2 cards is what you need to embrace during the month of September and what you need to let go of during the month of September. So let's turn them over and see what messages they have for us. So what to embrace, we have got the 3 of Swords. Now, very interesting indeed. I did not expect this particular card, because this card is almost a similar situation to what we had going on there. And this is what we need to embrace. Now, when we look at this card, so the gentleman is standing and he's holding a book. The book is open. All of these little dots, and I don't know if it's going to be visible on camera. Let me see if I can actually pick it up and show you. So coming out of the book are all these letters. Can you see this? All these letters of the alphabet that are coming out of the book. And as they're going away, they are becoming birds. And the birds are flying and they're going into his open mind. So I don't know which way they're going. I don't know if it's the letters that become the birds that go into the mind, or is it the birds flying out of the mind that are becoming letters and going into the book? One thing that we have to understand here is with this particular card, okay, with the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is the card of heartbreak. It is the card of disappointment, of pain, of suffering, okay? So that's why I'm saying it's actually very much connected to that card over there. Remember, now this is what you need to embrace. So I think this is telling you, this situation here, everything that you're going through in life at the moment, embrace the sadness, embrace the lessons, embrace the learnings, embrace the opportunities. Because if you don't face the anger, the hurt, the pain, the suffering, the disappointment, all of those emotions, if you don't face it, if you don't own up to it, if you don't accept it, you're never going to get back to your integrity. You're never going to get back to where you need to be. So if there are feelings, if there is pain, hurt, suffering, disappointment, anger, frustration, any of those negative emotions, acknowledge them. Do not suppress them. Do not put them in the book and close the book and put the book away. Okay? Don't do that. We need to be truthful with ourselves. We need to be honest with ourselves. We need to be on track with who and what we are. And if you can acknowledge that, if you can be open-minded about your disappointments, about the things that are going on in life, you will be able to turn it around and have a better outcome for yourself. So embrace the disappointments, embrace the things that don't necessarily work out for you, embrace them and allow them to help you heal. Candle just blew out. Your candle just blew out. We are going to replace the candle. So it's about acknowledging all that you've been through, and almost, I want to say, wear it like a badge of honor. Wear your suffering, wear your pain as a badge of honor. Recognize that, you know what, life has been pretty tough. Life has been pretty hard. It hasn't always been a walk in the past, a walk in the park, but we're lost and we are getting back to our integrity. And sometimes we have to go right through to the bottom in order to do that. All right, Libra, we're now going to have a look at our last card, and this is what to avoid, what to let go of during the month of September. So that was what to embrace. This is what to let go of in September. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And here we have this lady who is standing at an old-fashioned oven and she is baking bread. She is working hard. 7 of Pentacles is about having the patience to see something through to the end. 7 of Pentacles is about focusing on the long-term projects and focusing on the big things. Like, she's probably gone to the field and collected the wheat and pounded it down into a powder form, into flour to make the bread for everybody. You know, she is really, I'm going to call her the workaholic. I really am. I'm going to call her the workaholic. And this is what we need to let go of. And this is Spirit saying to you, don't feel like you have to be all things to all people all the time. All right, because when I look at everything that's going on here, your focus has been on everybody else's needs, wants, and desires. You have forgotten about you. You have forgotten about your integrity, who you are at the core of your being. You've been so focused on everybody else, and that's why there's this disappointment. That's why things are just moving along without being fabulous and amazing. So Libra, the Seven of Pentacles is telling you it's time to take a long, hard look at who and what you are. It's time to recognize who you're doing what for. So, and you've got to say to yourself, is it enough? And this is what to let go of. So don't always be so focused on doing more than you need to. It's about integrity. It's about doing enough. And that's what this Nine of Pentacles, she has abundance. She has extra. She has plentiful because she has learned the balance between what is enough and what is excessive. And when there's excess, we go back to the basics. We go back to the simple. We don't allow ourselves to get stuck in that despair or this heartache for too long. We need to embrace it. We need to learn, because that's what a book is. It's a book of knowledge. It's a book of learning. It's a book of understanding. So understand the truth, understand your integrity, let go of the need to always provide and to be for everybody else. Alrighty. Libra, I do hope that you have an awesome September. I do think this is an important message for every single one of you, and I do hope that you take it to heart. With love and blessings, from my heart to yours, until we connect again. Take care.